to manifest more money. So this is Karen with Starstruck Candles. I own a crystal intention candle company and I make candles such as this. This is my $1 million manifest candle. Now a lot of people that buy these candles, they're for sale in a lot of stores across America. They approach me and say, well, I've got the candle, how do I actually use it? So I decided to make some videos on YouTube, not really just about how to use the candles though, but how to manifest things that you want in your life. Money, of course, is the most popular candle I sell. Everybody wants to manifest more money. So go ahead and let's watch this video. If you don't actually have one of these candles, this video is still going to be beneficial. There's a lot of things you can do to help manifest money. If you do, however, have one of these candles, they just really amplify the energy of what we're about to talk about. So what I want to do first is just talk about what I chose for this candle and why. So this candle is the color green, and I chose to film this video here in this lush green area too in nature, because back in the days of witchcraft, the color green was considered a very abundant, prosperous color. Because if you think about it, back then, farmers, a lush harvest meant money. Witches would use herbs and such for their medicines and for healing practices. So anything considered lush and green was considered abundant and prosperous. So green, and in Feng Shui also green is considered a color that attracts wealth and abundance. And it's the color we print money on. So I chose green. This candle also has some crystals inside it. It has a piece of citrine. If you don't have citrine, go ahead and get some, because citrine is like the most powerful vibrational crystal to attract wealth and abundance. Again, in Feng Shui, they say put citrine in your cash register. If you own a business, put it in your wallet, put it by your front door to attract wealth and prosperity in. It's a very well-known crystal, and it's a very inexpensive crystal too. And if you don't have some, I do have some available in my Facebook shop too. Starstruck Crystals is my Facebook shop. And we've also got fool's gold in here. Fool's gold is also known as pyrite, which is just basically a very solid wealth attraction crystal. It looks like little nuggets of gold. And then you've got bay leaves in here too. A bay leaf is something that witches would use today and back in the day to write their desires on, and then they would set the bay leaf on fire and just let that smoke go up to the universe and tell the universe what their desires were. So don't ever light a bay leaf inside, do it outside please, for safety reasons. So this is the actual candle itself. So what this does again is it really just amplifies the energy of what we're about to talk about next. So if you don't have a candle, you can still do all this without one. But if you do want to buy one, like I said, they're available in most stores in the US. If you already got one from a store, please go back to that store and repurchase, because I'm super blessed that I have so many wholesale accounts. And you can also get them in my store, Facebook store, which is Starstruck Crystals. So how best to work with this candle and how best to work with manifesting money if you don't have a candle. So it's really all about setting your intentions. So really truly sit down and spend a moment thinking about what your ideal financial goal is. Is it to perhaps pay off your credit cards? Is it to have like an extra $300 a month income? Don't go too crazy. Like, don't initially start out with, I want to win millions of dollars, because I mean that could happen, but it could take 20 years and you're going to be despondent by the time you keep trying. But if you go for a smaller goal, you'll see it happen. So a way to visualize stuff like that is, say, imagine your credit card statement came in the mail and it was at $0. Or imagine that you're going to your mailbox and you receive an unexpected check. Stuff like that really does happen all the time. And I'm going to give you an example, because I like to manifest money, my own way, as and when I kind of feel like I can. And out of the blue, completely out of the blue, I got a $400 deposit from my bank because I changed banks and it was kind of a headache, and they ended up just putting $400 in my bank account. Who would have expected that? I never would have expected that. So you have to put the block of, can it happen? How's it going to happen? Put that aside. So don't worry about how it's going to happen, just believe that it will, and truly take time out to visualize. So what you could do is write down on a piece of paper your financial goal. If you have a candle, you're going to put it underneath the candle, and then every time you light it, which I would suggest lighting this multiple times, don't just burn it all in one sitting. Do it over a few nights, and because what that does is that every time you burn it, you're visualizing every single time, and you're thinking about that goal that's underneath on the piece of paper. Another great tip you can try is something called scripting. And what that basically means is that you're going to write down what your financial goal is as if you're writing lines, but you're going to write it as if it's already happened. So put all the negative, like, oh, I wish I had so much money, or maybe like the universe will bring me X amount of dollars, or oh, poor me, I need to get another job because I don't have an extra $500 a month. Just forget all of that. Just write down, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am making an extra $1,000 a month, or I have paid off my credit card debt. Whatever it is you want to manifest, write it down over and over and over again, as many times as you can handle while your candle's burning. If you don't have a candle, just do it anyway. This is just, like I said, it's just going to amplify what you're doing. And do it as much as you can. And what's funny is you're going to look back at these scripted notebooks. Like I look back on ones that I did like 5 years ago, and I'm like, oh my God, all of that has come true. Because sometimes you just forget about it, and then you have that realization of, I wanted X amount in my bank account, and now I have X amount in my bank account. So talking about that, what another great tip is to go and print off, say, your bank statement, and whatever you have in there, add a couple of zeros to that amount, and then stick it on your fridge, so that every day you are looking at that amount being in your bank account, and just leave it up there until you reach that amount, and then change it. Or like your credit card statements, when they come in, scribble them out, put white out on it, write 0. So it's all about visually seeing your dreams coming true. And you can constantly tell yourself things like in your car on the way to work, I am a money magnet. Keep saying that affirmation to yourself. And what that does is, what I'm actually going to do for you guys is lead you into a guided meditation, which is going to be great for while you're burning your candle. You really need to do this guided meditation while you're at home. You don't do it while you're driving. Don't do it while you operate heavy machinery. You want to be laying down in bed. It's a relaxing moment, and I'm going to take you through a tropical rainforest that's got money trees, and it's going to help you build up that energy and that feeling of wealth and abundance. So let's cut to the guided meditation, and we're going to go on to that next. Before we get started, I would just like to make sure that you are not driving or operating any kind of heavy machinery. This meditation is all about closing your eyes and letting yourself relax, taking yourself to another place mentally. So let's start by taking in some nice deep breaths. Let's breathe in and let yourself exhale. Feel yourself letting go of all your anxieties and concerns. Let's listen to some money affirmations as we go to our mental place. I am ready and able to receive money. I am a money magnet. Money flows to me like a river. Money surrounds me, and it's always easily attainable. I know I can always get money anytime I need it. You are about to enter a beautiful, lush, green jungle. Nature is abundant and all around you. Feel the warm, moist air wrapping around your body. You see green everywhere you look. Tropical birds fly above you in the treetops. You can almost taste the nature on your lips. Fruit grows high in the trees, and you see a flash of color, and it's a troop of monkeys swinging joyously above you. The energy in the air is thick with abundance, thick with joy and excitement. You are thrilled to be here. As you continue to walk down the pathway, you feel a lush carpet of moss under your bare feet. From the soles of your feet to the top of your head, you feel complete, full of positive energy. A short tribal man approaches you. He is smiling big and waving to come this way, so you follow him to the riverbank. The path leads you down to a sandy bank, and waiting there is a small wooden boat. He helps you in the boat, and you settle down for the ride. The river is a light green color, and you can see stunning flashes of color under the boat as shoals of fish swarm by. A river dolphin leaps out of the water and dances for you. The sun is warm and it's spreading joy on your face. You slowly coast along the river until you come across a veil of fog. The fog covers the boat, however, you are not afraid. The tribal guide is still smiling big, and you feel like something amazing is coming. As the fog starts to clear, you see a line of trees that are different. This thick bank of trees are all trees made of money. The trees all have $100 bills for leaves. You look on in complete awe as these leaves start to cascade down on you and into the boat. The trees continue, it seems, for miles and miles, and the boat is now full of $100 bills. The tribal guide is laughing and you are joining him. This is amazing. You continue down the line of trees until your guide steers the boat in another direction. This time you are slowly maneuvering down a tighter river towards a lagoon. The lagoon is by far the most beautiful thing you have ever seen. Crystal clear, light blue water with rocks made of gold and silver inside. You get out of the boat and step into the lagoon. The water is so warm, you don't ever want to leave. As you look down, you see the water has shimmering pieces of gold for sand. Money is all around you here, and it feels fulfilling and complete. You have no worries or concerns. Take a moment to enjoy your swim in the lagoon. I am grateful for all the money that I have. I am ready to accept money. I attract prosperity on a daily basis. I am a powerful money magnet. I invite more money to flow to me. I am grateful for all the money that I have. I am ready to accept money. I attract prosperity on a daily basis. I am a powerful money magnet. I invite more money to flow to me. It's time for you to get back into the boat. You feel so amazing. Slowly you boat back down the river, trailing your hands in the magical water. Back past the miles of money trees, back to the riverbank. You gracefully thank your guide and walk back through the jungle. Before you leave, you see steps going up into the treetops, and you are compelled to see what they lead to. You ascend the wooden steps one at a time until you reach the very top. You are looking out over the entire jungle. The full green, lush landscape is so beautiful it takes your breath away. You see birds swooping over the treetops in multitudes of flocks with reds, blues, and greens. You can see the miles of money trees from here, and it makes you realize that money is really all around you all the time. You feel like your life is now full of prosperity and wonderment. As you leave the jungle, know that you can come back here anytime you need to feel this way. Take a nice relaxing breath and slowly open your eyes.